My name is Angela Rice, and baby's name is Colton, and we live in Deltona, Florida. I went to school for photography, so I enjoy taking pictures, and I work, go to church. It's pretty much my life. I have a dog. He takes up a lot of time. With all the complications that can happen during pregnancy, I was always very concerned, especially it being my first one. I didn't expect to need anything, but what if you do? It's always what if, and I didn't. If something did happen, it would be heartbreaking. It almost was. Nothing was really going on for the past couple weeks of my pregnancy once they started checking me. So, he came in, tried to get that going. Just gave me a few contractions overnight, but nothing to put me in active labor. And started Pitocin that morning around 9:15 or so, and it really picked up from there. And everything was going good. All the doctors, nurses, everyone that came into my room, everyone commented on how well Colton looked on the monitor. Everyone, there's no indication that anything was wrong. Around 1:45-ish, they came in to give me the epidural. And not even 10 minutes later, his heart rate started dropping very quickly, and they weren't able to get it back up. And that's when everything started going crazy. People started rushing in, putting oxygen mask on me, trying to change my position to get baby's heart rate back up. Nothing was working, so they got me to the OR very quickly after that. I know at first they were trying to shift my position. I went from my left side to my right side, to my hands and knees, anything they could do to try to get the baby's heart rate up. And when they realized that it wasn't coming up, then they, talked to my husband very quickly, made sure it was okay. He gave the okay to go ahead and take me back for C-section. And from then on, it was like, okay, let's get her back there very quickly. And they did. It was fast. Obviously, I couldn't feel anything, but I did feel them put him between my legs, and I'm guessing that's when they cut his umbilical cord. And then they picked him up and took him to a spot that was kind of in my peripheral vision. So I turned my head and I could see them intubate him, and they were working on him. I'm not sure what they were doing, but he wasn't breathing. He was floppy, is how they described it. He was floppy. Yeah, I think so. It was definitely a miracle that I decided to deliver here, for sure. Because I really believe if I hadn't, I would be childless. I think he did cry a little bit, but I remember they wheeled me into the NICU on, the bed, and I got to, I was laying right next to where he is still. He was moving around, crying, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I just knew he was going to be okay at that point. It's a good thing, that we decided to come here. I mean, probably one of the best decisions I've had, because there's hospitals closer to where we live, for sure. Doctor's offices closer. It took us 30 minutes to go to an appointment that lasted 15, but, it was worth it. After the experience we had, it was definitely worth coming here. From my understanding, the team of doctors that performed my C-section were not even my own. My doctor came in as they were pulling Colton out. But, and a lot of people that were in that OR have stopped by, made sure we were okay. My doctors have come in, really, I really feel like they care about us on a definitely personal level. I had a lot of peace about the whole situation. They all commented on how calm I was. They made me feel comfortable. They weren't ignoring my questions, but it was more like them just trying to do what they needed to do, and that made me feel like everything was gonna be okay. I actually have a sister-in-law that's pregnant. She's due in April, and another friend that is planning on getting pregnant pretty soon. And I think I've possibly, by my situation, already convinced them possibly to come here. I know the friend that's not yet pregnant, she's probably going to go to my doctor's office and come here. To be honest with you, I chose it because I know it's the only hospital in the region with a level 2 NICU. And I said throughout my entire pregnancy, which was very uneventful. I was healthy, didn't gain too much weight, not too little, didn't have any complications. But I said throughout the entire thing, I don't plan on needing a NICU, but what if I do? I said that to countless people. Definitely. Every time I've passed someone in the hallway, they're always saying, "Hi, how are you?" And if I wasn't in a wheelchair going down the hallway, I would probably hug them. But I do plan on. I think Jeremy and I both plan on writing a letter finding out who we need to write a letter to make sure that they know that this hospital is wonderful.